Welcome to the TLN Micro PD series. My name is Daniel. This series is designed to provide educators with skills in using various digital tools. This short video will help you integrate digital technology into your classroom and assist with remote learning opportunities. Keep watching as I outline some information about creating instructional videos with PowerPoint. This is Microsoft PowerPoint. It is part of the Office suite from Microsoft. I am using Office 365, and I believe the version that forms part of that at the moment is Office 2019. So there may or may not be some of the features I show you in your version, but what I'm going to go through is how you can use PowerPoint to make instructional videos, which means the bells and whistles shouldn't matter between different versions. I'm going to start with a blank presentation. I'm not going to use one of the default themes. I'll highlight where you can go to find that. So the first thing is I want to add a few slides, and PowerPoint will give you some default ones. As you can see, it gives you that instruction. So here, add a title, and then you can add text in the default way that it gives you. You can have control over how it does this. If it loads up and you don't want that, you can just click on the edge of the text box and delete it, and you've got control over that. These here are just shortcuts for you as well. So this will give you a quick way to insert some of the extra things that you can put in, like video or data tables or a graph. You can click on these and it's the same as if you go and find those buttons in the menu. PowerPoint is part of Office, so it has all of the usual Office features. So you've got your clipboard tools, you've got your fonts and your paragraph tools, and your find and replace editing things. The thing that I want to highlight here is you've got this dictate button. So to make an instructional video, you need to provide instructions. You can do that by putting text on your slide, or you can use this dictate feature and record your voice. So it will play your voice along with whatever gets displayed in the PowerPoint, which can be an effective way to actually explain or give instructions. It's much easier to listen to a complicated instruction than it is to try to decipher a paragraph of text. One of the things you're going to want to do is insert some other kinds of things like images. So you've got in the Insert tab, this is where you come to put something into your slide. So you've got your pictures, you can take pictures, search Microsoft's catalog or pictures you have saved. You've got your different kinds of shapes. So I can just put a circle in, click and draw. There we go, I've got a shape now. Notice it's opened up this shape format, so now I've got a whole menu of specific things to change and format my shape. So play around with that and see what you can do with that. If I come back to insert, one of the important things here is this link. So I may decide that I want to link to something. So I can come here, go link down here to insert link, and then there we go. That is now a link that can be clicked to go off to something. So in your instructional video, you ask people to do a task or to go and get a resource, you can provide the link here. So when we watch this as a slideshow, that you can see that there is a clickable link. There's other things that you can add to this. Text box is the other one that's probably really useful. So if I go here, I've got my shape, and now I can click text box. You'll see the cursor change. I can draw that there. Start typing, and you'll see the text box adjusts to the size of your writing. And you can control whether that is going to space out across, or if you shrink it down, it'll auto fit that, and you'll see there's your layout decisions to make there. If you click inside, it'll allow you to edit. If you click on the edge, you'll get those filled in dots, and you can click and drag that around the screen. I mentioned the design formats. Being an instructional video, you want to highlight specific bits of information. The design of your slides can help with that. So this is rather plain. If you go here to format background, you can control every aspect of that. So you can give it a certain style, whatever you might want to choose, put in all of these different options. You can play around with that. You can apply it to every slide or just the one that you're using. But if that's more effort than it seems worth pursuing, what you can do is use these predetermined themes, and this will do that, give that styling to your whole thing. This can help highlight specific bits of information or make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing, easier to engage with for going through the content that you're trying to share. One of the neat things that is in the current version of PowerPoint is this design ideas. So there are these default ones that will apply the design to each slide, but then in design ideas, it gives you more styles to choose from. So you can click this again, slide by slide, and apply that. So if I like this look better, or this one, this will give you some ideas about things that you can do. The other thing that is worth highlighting is the transitions and animations. So if you click the transitions tab, this is how each slide will move from one to the other. So if I want it to wipe left, I'll just click that on this one, do it slide by slide, however you see fit, and this is how the slide appears. The animations one is a good one because this will give you some control over what's happening on the screen, so that you can present information in different ways. If you click on the text box, notice this is all now active. I can add an animation. You can select from up here, or I'll add an appearance. So now I've got a 1 and a 2 because it's all within the one text box. So now if I play this slide, what I'll do is I'll open the animation pane because it gives me all the controls in one place. I can play it, and now that wasn't a very good one. So random bars, it goes through the text box piece by piece. So if I play that now, you can see that appear. You can also put the text in different ways. You can also say here it'll start on click and play it all together. So what you can do after previous to make it go one bit at a time. So now you've seen the little timelines jump, so it'll play this before it plays the next one. So if I go play from, if you put the text in different text boxes, then you can make them appear at separate times. So here I can make this text appear, and before I make the shape appear. So if we play this from the beginning, there's different ways that you can highlight and focus things. And if you want to do things in certain orders, what you can then do is say, right, I've done this one, give it an exit. So there are three. So there are different ways that you can do that. There are three key things to remember. You've got an entrance, a focus, and an exit. So play around with that. You can use that to really focus on what the information is. So rather than making a separate slide for every piece of information, you can group your slides into categories and then have information appear one line at a time, one piece at a time, using these animation tools. You can then go and set up your timing. So you can record it, use the timings, you can set things. So here you can put this timeline all together, and make it all play out the duration here. So this animation will take 0.5 of a second in delay, so you can make it all automated. You can also go to the slideshow and record it as you click through it to make it all playable, so that when someone gets this PowerPoint file, they can view the slideshow, and then as it goes through, you can put the automatic timing so that it just goes through and plays one bit at a time. The other thing that you can do is when you go to save your PowerPoint, you can go here to save as, and if I go to browse, it'll bring up this where I've got save as type. I can save it as a video file. So rather than try to spend lots of time trying to work out all the finicky details, you can also save this as a video file. It will save all of those details, but it means it's a video that can be played as a video, rather than asking someone to be at a computer to open up their computer and start the slideshow. So exporting it as a video means you can then load it up to something like YouTube, and it becomes something that can be watched in a more accessible way by more people. So I recommend once you've sorted out all of your animations and timings, have a think about making it into a video rather than a PowerPoint file that someone has to open and view the slideshow. But that depends on what you're trying to do. Things like links won't be clickable in a video, so think about what the purpose of the video is for that. And as with everything, there is a help section here, so you can go and click on the help file and into the help area and find answers to questions, but get on the internet, do a search. It's almost certain that someone else has had the same problem that you're having. So if you're not sure of something, get online, search for how do I, and then whatever thing you're trying to do. It'll come up with some ideas, play around with it, set it up. Remember, the key is communicating your idea. So whatever you're doing, however fancy it looks, make sure it's communicating the idea clearly. Happy presenting.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this micro PD with the TLN. This is part of an on-demand course. For more information about how this applies to online and remote learning, log into the TLN member portal, locate this session in the online training catalogue. Completing TLN courses like this can contribute to a TLN endorsement of learning, which can be highlighted in your professional learning portfolios, email signatures, and workplace achievements. If you would like more information about how the TLN can help you, please visit our website at www.tln.org.au and explore how the TLN can meet yours, your school and early childhood centre's professional development needs. Keep an eye out for more videos like this by subscribing to our channel. Until next time, bye for now.